This ITT, he's live this morning on Zoom.
Damn it.
Mic check.
Mic check. Good morning.
Nice. I know that voice. Morning.
You short?
Me? No, I just came back from dropping my daughter to school.
Ah, okay, cool.
Sounds like you're short.
Indeed.
Let's take a look. Morning, guys. See what's going on. So, last time we spoke was probably on the weekend in terms of a video. I shared that this guy is now the order block to pay attention to. So we want to see this get demolished, and then we go back to higher. Whatever is happening with the deep seek and that stuff over the weekend, I guess that resulted in. Why does this candle look like this? Something about this look weird.
Okay, you don't mind if you look on the futures chart, it looks much more prettier.
Okay. Let me remove probably some very old analysis.
It looks like
There we go.
it's respecting this one.
So let's do this the right way. Before I start marking charts, there's a difference between analysis and marking charts. I don't want to just start marking and then let's do this the right way. Last time in this push-up, the last time in this push-up that we ran a major daily swing point was here. Here?
Here.
No ambiguity. No, maybe that one. This is the last one. Okay. So that means once we close here in this chart, right? Let's not get it confused. In this chart, this right here is the start of a new delivery. So that means we're trading inside the range here to here. Hey. So that would mean start of the delivery is the open price of this guy. We went up, not very inefficient because we had back and forth and it kind of fell through here. This here is your breakaway gap. It's your breakaway gap because it's the expansion that's up the liquidity here and it's the first FEG. So I'm just adding this for extra confluence. There is your breakaway gap. Market trades up, does not fill it. Big green candle hitting the 50%, and then we trade through. All my focus would go on this order block. So I agree with Mon. I agreed with Mon in the beginning, but I don't want to just agree and then persons don't understand why.
Fair enough.
That's the order block to pay attention to. It's got all the premium qualities that make an order block, nice, good order block. So now we have not going outside the order block, displacement lower, failure swing. This is choppy. It's choppy because it's still in discount after a huge drop and it took sell-side liquidity. This is choppy. If there are drivers today, let me see. No, it's not. It's February this week. Tuesday, 10 a.m. Not that significant. Tomorrow is significant. So tomorrow we'd like to see something that commits to one side of the market, and then we could start saying, okay, for the next 2-3 weeks, then that's the direction. I still think any type of willingness to wreck these puts this on the menu. So for now, I would keep this on, well, not the entirety of it, right? Just this part, the 50% level. And if we get any type of willingness to displace lower, either from FOMC or some news driver, how it trades here sets the stage for what I want to see. But as of right now, realistically, there isn't anything here. It's trapped inside this range and it's going back and forth, back and forth. I don't look at the futures chart a lot, but that's how I would use it. Using what I have here, we just came down, we hit the daily order block again, we displaced, running. I would want to see the market trying to get back above any type of efficiency or inefficiency inside here. For right now, it's just sitting at that 50% of the range. See, there's a smaller range inside here. It's just sitting right there, right at that 50%. So you don't want to commit to 50%, or you don't want to derive your key levels from this time frame. This is saying it's consolidating. Yes, I get it. I agree. I want information to trade, and if this is not giving it to me, then I have to go to lower time frames. First lower time frame would be the hourly chart. So let me hide that for a moment. So now with the hourly chart, we have, I don't know where the previous week's low is, and that was a big displacement. So let me be realistic. We have previous week's low. See, this is the difference. You're analyzing versus just marking a chart. This is a bullish fractal right here. Two down close candles, heavy, even though it didn't take the wick. And we pushed up. This would be your key level. This is stronger because we had a close right there. So, open price. As far as I need from a weekly chart, those are my key levels. I go straight back to the H1 chart. Cool. So I have previous weekly low, displacement through previous weekly low. I don't need anything else on the left, just this. We spoke about when you have a displacement through a pool of liquidity, you start counting the FEGs from the displacement. So FEG number one, right there. A little bit higher. There we go. So that's my breakaway gap. FEGs after this would become retracement objectives. So no FEG here. FEG here. Retracement objective inside there. The market got to the objective, pushed through, came back, pushed through, came back, pushed through. This market is either consolidating, even on the lower time frames, or reaching higher. If it's consolidating, then all I need to do is go back to here. And just like that, I have everything I need to make a decision. If this is going to retrace before going higher, I have discount, roughly about 50 points away. Equities open, not anywhere close by what's happening at that key level, so I can make a decision before just trying to frame something. We broke through, we came back down. No down candles have been taken in this type of wick behavior until here. So when this happens and we start pushing above 50%, and this H1 candle becomes significant. We push down through H1 candles, not taking their highs, not taking their highs. We took the high here. Because we read left to right, we're not going to force this one to behave. Left to right. There. Everything I need right there. Now I need M5. Dropping down into M5. Good book says I should keep something like this on my chart. Now this is nudging me that there is efficiency inside here, except right here, right at this displacement. So let me just bring it closer. You should recognize this. Push up, comes down, expand through this high. First FEG is your breakaway gap. Second FVG is retracement objectives. Now, in this case, the retracement objective has a big void here. This should take precedence. The market came back to it multiple times. We created a key level here, hit that, push up. I want to pay attention to this down candle. This one right here, because it's the one that hit the key level and showed willingness to move higher. So for that purpose, I'm going to move my focus from the breakaway gap, because I'm not trying to fill my chart with a whole bunch of stuff. I just need something to make a decision. And I want to execute right there. Now, normally I would factor in time, but get my tablet. Get my tablet. I'm gonna have to use a little bit of. It is 8:45. While I do some calculations in my head. Bam, bam, bam. If it's not yet equity is open and I need displacement and I need volatility injection, where do I look? The CME open. Somebody's going to say, where is the CME open? Right there. So now I have all I need to make a decision. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Very efficient inside here. Yeah, I'm bullish. I mean, this is like for equities open. Equities open would be where this comes into play for me. The range here is efficient. You go up, you come down. My chart is going to get a tad bit messy. But from here to here is your efficiency. Right there, the body's here. So I should be looking for a long setup here that takes me back above these highs. All right, let's see. No, I took it off. Silly Willy. Sorry. So, no setups yet. I am just double checking something here. But at the moment, I don't see a setup. Where are we?
Does everybody have their pixie wings today?
Mommy's a little bit stronger, so mommy is taking care of her. Where is the
When you find it, let me see it, yeah?
I'm looking for okay, I have to do this.
R3, you just have an infectious voice. I hear it, I smile. Not kidding.
Facts.
Hey, that's good. That makes me feel good. Thank you.
Kish, you don't mind about Asia Low?
What's Asia Low?
The Asian Low. Maybe you do. Yes,
Here?
that.
Not at the
No, I
moment.
think
The breakaway gaps have to give way first, and we're far away from the breakaway gaps. So I'm thinking
okay.
support narrative. I'm just trying to find. How do you switch chart layouts on here? That's the question. I need Nah, I don't want to get my book.
Come
Where's this
on, just
one?
get the book, get
It
the
should
one
be
with the black
somewhere on
cover.
the top right corner.
Oh no, so I'm on my phone. I'm trying to switch the chart layouts on my phone so I can see
Hit the three dots in the bottom corner,
three
the
dots.
bottom right corner, either the settings gear or the three dots, and it should say layout or change layout.
Okay.
Or load layout.
Click layout. There we go. Oh no, that's just giving me the one chart versus two chart.
Or click load layout.
Maybe I don't need it to load. Ah, there we go.
See, they gave an update yesterday. That's what I said. Changed everything.
Tech
There we
support
go.
for Zoom call.
Okay, so let me tell you what this is saying. Bam, 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 bam. This is saying I should watch 720 open, but I already knew that already. Oh.
Is that your personal AI?
Yeah, it's just saying it's saying the same thing that I already deduced on my own. I should be looking for longs, and I should pay attention to where I'm in relation to 720 open. So, because of that, I'm going to pause the desire to execute immediately and listen to my rules and say, watch here. Let's see if in the next couple of minutes I get my setup there. And then life is easy.
Hey Kish, good
Hola.
morning. From like your H1 analysis, because we closed over the second FEG as like this retracement objective, you're bullish pretty much until that bag to make your decision, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because this is where we are, and we're pretty much skirting around EQ, I'm thinking buy retracements. That's my plan. Just buy retracements.
Yep.
Instinctively, I want to buy here, but this guy is saying I should wait.
Just realized, why are you still looking at that bottom FVG if we filled it? Doesn't the high
One.
now hold more importance on the one
Yes.
edge?
Oh no, that was just me walking you through all the things that I include in my analysis. Not everything on the chart right now needs my attention. All right, so I feel like I can get away with buying here. I feel like it, but with this saying watch here, I'm wondering if the new H1 is going to come and sweep this and then it moves. But instincts say I should be able to get away with my long, so I missed it. I'll just wait and let's see if it dips below the open price of this here again. I'm going to participate because I have analysis against me. I'm not going to go aggressive, but my first trade is going to be when it comes below this open.
Is that what the little black book is telling you?
That's just instincts. Okay, so first trade of the morning, not a lot of risk again because I have stuff against me. And I'm going to look for, let's say something modest like here. It could turn out to be a disaster because I have a few things against me, but I'm not afraid. One loss does not kill me. And this is tight risk. So man versus machine, me versus my bot. See what's in the chat while I wait. This is NASDAQ. Yep. Skirting. Okay. So bot wins. When do you consider state of delivering M5 before long here? Not necessarily. I think I have everything here for a setup. Everything is here for a setup. Probably just top was too tight. That's all. I'm willing to trade. I don't. So let me nudge you. My bot was created so that I don't have to think about what I'm trading anymore. In this instance, I was confident to trade against the bot, not against the bot, but before the bot said it's time to go. This is not something that's going to hurt me or my ego. It's just the stop was too tight. It's fine. I don't need another time frame here. Instincts say that there's everything I need here for a long to get back to here. As it approaches 9 o'clock, I will submit. If it fails to start expanding above here, I'll just miss that long and then that's fine. Probably silly of me to put my stop here. Where's if Leon is here? No. I was having a conversation about bad stop loss placement yesterday.
Hey, Kish, I got one more question if you got a second. From like your M5 perspective, like what are the components within the range that we're trading in that's saying like you should be focusing on higher price from an M5 perspective?
Starting with this candle right here. We already came back to the key level inside here. We displaced. Look at the delivery from here. Reference point, higher high, higher high, higher high. Retracement. Expansions are paired with order blocks. So we have to factor in this guy right here. So with all of that narrative here, not going back below 50%, sticking to the key level here, everything here says that they should want to go higher. So in a perfect world, M5 is going to print and close above here, and then stay above here. And then it starts running for, maybe, I don't know if previous days high is far away or whatever. That's what I'm looking for. The only issue is, am I too early? Are we going to get a 9 o'clock sweeping H1 lows and then it runs? Or is it going to be, you know, a straight out of Jump Street type of delivery? The only thing that has me thinking we could get a sweep of these lows is because this is below here. But again, like, I'm comfortable saying this to you so you could see. I wouldn't call it a pitfall. Some of the elements of when you're actually trading, your rules and managing your emotions. My instincts say that I don't need to wait for anything else here to go along. but the bot says I need to wait for this. So I'm watching this now, half wanting to prove the bot right, and half wanting to prove myself right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. But every fiber of my instincts, trader versus analyst. Somebody said it very well. Everything here just has all the components. I don't see why we should be waiting. Here's 9 o'clock. Let's see. Any day now. Fresh out of Jump Street. These are the moments when you overthink, for lack of a better word. Key level was identified here as this down candle. No, this down candle. It's just sitting there. Not moving, not moving. Not closing below.
Why do you prefer the first one?
Why do I prefer this one here?
Yeah, as opposed to the last one that formed, or the one before that.
Because I read left to right.
High probability failure swing.
Yeah, so why not that one then?
So this one is here. We didn't get that close above. We came down, we rejected it. So after we reject it, your order block or your structure is going to print. It rejects it here, right here. Bam,
Yeah.
and it goes up. Barricade. You want to see this held. So my instincts are telling me that this should be my trade. So there's an internal battle right now between me wanting this trade to play out because everything makes sense versus the bot that has no emotions that's saying I should watch here. This just need to finish up so I can trust my instincts. I usually trust my instincts. I probably should have gone again. I was talking. No big deal. No big deal.
I appreciate you going through the barricade again because there's a lot happening right there.
It should be a lot happening right here. I don't want to start. Yesterday was intended to do something else. I don't want to do that here and start spitting out time markers because then you misunderstand the assignment. So for now, intuition versus the bot.
That's the assignment.
Oh no, that's just for me. The assignment yesterday was I told somebody that I was going to teach something, but I wanted to show them it in lifetime first. That's why I was calling out time markers yesterday.
So it's not everyone's assignment, it's one person's and we're just spectating. How nice.
Yeah. Sometimes, watching the Olympics. Someone says 11:02. It's not yet 11:02. So be careful now that you remember 11:02. But yeah, above everything else, there's a there's a bit of peace to watching this, knowing that, you know, the bot said I shouldn't do anything yet, and human intuition is saying that I should, and then price is not doing anything. So at the very least, you have to feel comfortable. I have to feel comfortable.
Time distortion.
Potentially, maybe it's waiting for equities open. Whatever it's doing, I don't mind. I just need to see equities open and one of these levels get hit, and I'll participate. Outside of that, I don't know what to do with this. No forcing logic, no beating it to move, no praying that something happens. It's not at the level I think it should reach for, or the level the bot says it should reach for. While it's inside here, it means nothing.
Whoa,
Patience
whoa,
game.
whoa! What's all this bot talk?
What is the
Oh, oh.
this type of setup usually? This is what used to piss me off all the time. I see the close here, so I'm thinking long, and then it would drag my P&L would just start going down. I just get pissed off.
And that's why I'm saying it means nothing while it's doing this now, because we've seen this before. Same song and dance. Same song and dance. Where's the 8 o'clock low? 8 o'clock H1 low is down here. Yeah. So if it sweeps the H1 low in the new hourly candle, hits that, and then sure. But as of right now,
I'm surprised you're not seeing this as a GJ model to take it down to your level.
in sell above here,
Yeah. GJ model, innit?
sometimes it's not every time I want to participate in the buy to sell to buy. I like when the narrative is clearer. I know something is going to print, whether it's going to be an order block, an FEG, a rejection block, IRB, whatever can print if the direction is correct. That's what I like more, not just the entry fractals. So the direction based on what we have here is that they should want to trade higher. And then the details are saying it should want to trade higher from these levels. Equities open is so close. I'd hate if this just drags its feet until equities open. But if that's all we get, then that's all we get. Buying EU. I haven't seen EU in a minute. I don't know. I don't even know. Wait, I think we talked about EU on the weekend, and I think we were bullish and bearish dollar from that analysis. So buying EU, I think, makes sense from memory. But there goes the previous H1 low. No bodies below it. So let me push this up a little bit and get some. Put an arrow there. This is the 8 o'clock low. 8 o'clock H1 candles low. 9 o'clock started somewhere inside here. Trades down. No, nothing special about this, just normal stuff. So now if it hits here, two things come on the menu. The expansion below here, FEG. And then what does it do here? Reject, take the FEG by retracement. Simple. Kyle, can you send me a DM? I was trying to figure out who the persons were, but there was no messages from anybody. And yeah, I was just waiting. I spoke to one person. There's only one person I spoke to in relation to arranging time and date. For everyone else, I can't find them. But you know where to find me, so once you reach out, we can get it sorted.
You expecting a delivery for?
Say that again.
Are you expecting a delivery for?
Chop, 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 back and forth.
No, we've gone up, we come down the MSS and go back up.
I mean, rule 4.
No, I'll clarify. No, I mean,
So I think he just hit the open price here. Let me just 144.2, and the low is coming in at 144.3. Cheeky. So at this point in time, I'm interested in down candles highs. I'll take this big box off so I can identify the smaller one in here. These are the levels that confirm direction is higher. Hit that, beautiful. Once it closes above here, something will print. Could be retrace to here and it pumps. But if it retraces before there, then I don't want it to come back. So this is the first early bird admittance, in my opinion, which is a little bit aggressive because we haven't gotten back above here. But if you live for the aggression, that's it. Now your only focus is getting above here with bodies, not wicks, bodies above here. And then we should be smooth sailing. Let's put this on. The idea is going to be to get along. First objective for me is going to be inside here. The things that confirm the direction are here. This is aggressive, but it's accepted, and it's accepted to me. Not afraid of equities open because the low has already been taken. We just don't want M5 candles to be closing and staying below here because that's not good. So without going to the M5, now you can start watching. Is the M1 candle above the red line at this blue line that tells you what the M5 is doing. Yeah, Archie, I know what you meant when he said delivery 4. That's why when I said choppy, I meant take the high, take the low, not one-sided.
check the chat when you can, please.
I did. I was saying I saw the pictures. I know, yeah, delivery 4 is fine. So higher prices. We just don't have the confirmation yet. So expecting speed and all that, it's not there. It's more of a risk appetite at this point. Hasn't gotten back above here. The direction isn't confirmed. Already gotten this. Let's see, watch the one tick off.
I think if
Either
it's
the news or equities open is the reason for this being held. Either way, like I said, I get excited about this price action if it closes above here. Anything else, it's just, another day at the office. It doesn't matter if you got an entry here. It doesn't matter if you have a lower stop loss. Everything that we do while the market is down here is about risk appetite. You're comfortable with the risk or you're not. Just risk appetite here. This is what we need.
the candle with no pants just below us, right on top of the hourly AMR.
This right here.
Yeah.
So we saw this initially. I think somebody was pointing to it. But all of this efficiency is here. I'm just watching that 720 open and the FEG here.
But you wouldn't leave them all naked like that, would you?
I mean, it's still early.
No shame. No shame.
Swear down, you lot's
It's still
candles
early.
wear clothes.
Huh?
Swear down, you lot's candles wear clothes. You lot on another level.
Yeah. When you obsessed.
Yeah, we moved on from wax to close.
What? So I'm saying my charts never. I'm always behind, innit? My thing's still wicks.
Mentorship coming out next year.
Hey, do one.
Retire mentorship.
No close mentorship.
Oh,
I thought naked charts would do it.
start calling me Magic Mike, bruv.
That one has a ring to it. Pam. Any day now. We don't have all day. Okay, Naz, you had your fun. Traded through the level, took the low. Everything that needs to get done down here is finished. Took the level, took the low. If this green candle closes above the high of this one, I'm going to buy the next candle with size.
With a stop loss.
I'll consider it since I'm on the call.
Okay, that tells me all I need to know.
Let's pull this out. I want to buy this, but it hasn't done what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna have to just watch it for a little bit more. Something about everything happening here just feels nice. Something about this here just feels nice. I don't know if I'm jumping the gun.
And it feels nice, like we don't know you don't trade off feelings.
just for a little extra confluence. We stopped here. So the M5 high is pretty much just about the same where the M1 breakaway gap is. So the most rule-based setups are going to come again from here. So now I'm bored.
Question
But
one.
it's still early. Bored, but it's still early. I will live. I will live.
Got time for a question?
Always, always, always.
Obviously, I'm new to this WAP, so I'm just learning about this thing right now. Would you be looking at a close above there, or are you still focused on here?
So a close above here gives me direction.
Mm-hmm.
A trade above or a close above everything down here is all for entries. Because the only thing keeping me from, or that kept me out of trusting, remember the buy in here? The only thing that kept me out of trusting it was the fact that the early low was there and then the bot was saying watch 720 open. Those are the only things that kept me from trusting that long. Both of those have been done already. I firmly believe that we can get away with robbing the market here, but the candles don't agree. But
But not even if we were to close, because from what I understand is that's the level that we've been teaching everyone recently, isn't it?
yeah, so here's the thing. What I would do different about trading here is how I size my positions. Build into the position versus just going like full risk immediately. So let's move this and start with this candle. I'm going to build my first position here. So let's say I plan to use 10 lots. I'm going to start squeezing 3 here.
You wouldn't even, actually, that doesn't even matter. No, yeah. Ooh.
And these in.
Build into the position now.
I was going through that idea you shared. I've been told it's called the midnight price. So I'm very, 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 very interesting.
It is.
What? It makes reverse. It makes a lot of things easier. Reversals in particular.
So now, once it starts going above here, I'm gonna add positions. Needs to close above that red line, which is overlapping with this 917 high, and I will add.
It closes above it, you start adding from the open of the next candle, isn't it?
Well, below the open.
Yeah, yeah.
Moan said he went long right there.
Yeah, so well,
Makes sense.
Security. The black security.
the security guard, yeah.
All right, so confirmation coming up. This is what we want. Didn't get the retracement for the entry. So I'll just chill here. Oh,
here it comes.
So, all right, let's build into this. Perfect. No, you didn't, Tyler. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't.
It didn't even wait.
Nice. Oof.
Tyler is
That was
finished.
probably random.
You know that peace of mind you get when candles just run in your favor.
Yep.
And
No,
buying pressure.
Now think about the peace of mind you get when it just runs 15 points in your favor. It's a little bit more, you know. There we go. Whew.
You say I didn't miss the fun? Look at what's happening. I missed the fun.
That's the sound of a man who put 500 lots on something.
Nah. Whew. That's it. See,
Who needs cardio?
who needs cardio?
Yeah.
Oh man. So logical thing to do is we approach your TP, manage your trade. We're not savages. That's enough to
You're
show.
not. We are.
I'm getting old, man. I can't
Me too. Don't remind me,
Can't-
please.
can't do this anymore. But if nothing else, if you got nothing else from this trade or this call today, it's rules are you have your rules for a purpose. You have your rules for a purpose. We could have been short, could have been flip-flopping your bias because this one didn't work. But no, we have everything that says this makes sense. Keep an eye out for this and this. I chose to be, a real trader rather than a robot, and I trusted my instincts. Didn't work out. No big deal. If you remember that well, not remember. It's pretty recent. You know that meme? I understand it now. If you don't, we can't be friends.
Of course I do. I play basketball.
Good. So we went along here in our bullish bias. It stopped us out. Okay, we understand it now. Look at that. My gosh. So now partials on break even and chilling. That's it. Just partial break even. And equities open all in 3 minutes. You have to be break even. There's no two ways about it.
Hey, Kish, I had a quick question too. I want to see if you can, at some point, go through how to build rules on your own when you're back testing, how to create your own rules. Because, I can understand your rules, but sometimes when I back test, I can't make my rules properly, I guess.
If you're talking, you muted yourself.
He was talking to the bot.
Oh man.
Or the bot was talking to him, say, next time don't go against me.
What?
Man in Black approached.
No. I'm alive. No. No black van, no nothing. Can't go BE with no SL. Ha! 1 minute equities open. Let's see what this does. Whiplash. Doesn't really matter what it does to me. I'm green for the day now. Just about how green am I going to be? Three, two, one. Here we go. Run. Run.
Such a tease.
Right? Right at the old high and then coming back. But what's nice about this is this. Despite what this candle is doing, what's nice at the moment is that it's still above the breakaway gap.
Should stay above because we want higher prices. So.
Now, if it stays above, then it's higher prices. It's not. It should stay above because we want higher prices.
No. I'm not saying it should.
I don't have that kind of power.
You sure? That's not what I saw yesterday.
If this, then that. That's what we trade. We didn't code this. We don't have that kind of power, man.
Lies.
Guys are funny. Let me see if I can make sense of this. Look what's going on over here. All right, BE, no big deal. I'm fine. Let me check here. Bam. Nope. Nothing significant. I can't see what this is doing on M1. I'm at still one submission low. I'm still against submission low. I'm leaning on this. If it closes below this line, then the order block is done. And we have 3 more minutes for that to happen. So M1 932. The only thing of importance here is whether it gets back above here. I'm not interested in doing anything here.
Pants.
Goes to the left over there. Do we reclaim levels or not? Meaning, do we get the levels that we were watching in the beginning? Do we get body closures above them and then they get used as support? Okay. Bodies above? Nope. Instant rejection. There we go. Closing exactly right there, I think. Where should I consider an entry in this again? I don't see anything here that supports bullishness, because this, even though this candle closed exactly at the level, it's not a down candle, so I can't say this is the order block. This no, is a different ball game. But the level that you want to use as the level that we wanted to get, what am I saying? The level that we wanted to see get used as support is being used as resistance. So if nothing else, this is not supporting the bullish bias that we have. I will give this Some more time. So 35. Give it some time and see. If I should participate. If not, then I won't be around for the news. So the M5 closed just above the old M5 order block. Because this black line is roughly where the M5 order block low is. Close just above it. We're now below the order block, so not bullish. Trading into submission range EQ. Just hit it. Now it doesn't look so inviting anymore. It's too far away from my key level, which means anything I do down here is going to be ahead of what confirms the direction. And that's basically what gambling is. Put in pants on voodoo scandal. So yeah, as of right now, I no longer trust that this is bullish. It's too far down, too far below the key level. Digging into EQ. Me versus my bot again. I don't want submission range low. I don't.
2 warnings and a suspension.
We're already discounted. One side down, one side up. Anything down here is to reclaim a level, and then it opens the door for too many things that I don't understand. Yep, I'm not fighting with this. I will take my small win and I'll wait for later and come back when it's more favorable. This right now is like somebody is having a blast. Yeah. Shout out to you know who for having a blast. But yeah, realistically, as of right now, there's nothing here that I want to participate in. I have my key levels. We can see key levels. It's not printing anything that supports the bias I have. I don't flip-flop bias. Expansion to the low. It's still, we have still some time before the news. If this, then that. If it does that, then I'll try to get back above here. If not, it's going to be me versus everybody who's selling. Hashtag Amit. Wait a minute. Let's see what's going on. Nothing to do for me.
Hello, Kish.
Hey,
Yeah. So because someone asked a question earlier, and I think that was when you went off, but I think it's a very nice question. Was talking about if one wanted to collect data on these methods that has been shared. So for example, okay, let's say it's on the 5 minute, and the most simple approach to it is like, can you give a process just to, because that was a question that was asked, like a process of how you would collect data on, like, for example, this bag and FEG, for instance.
okay, so anything that you're trading and you're trying to build a rules-based approach, you want to first define exactly what you're looking for. I think the stuff that I've shared so far are pretty mechanical. 2 down candle, then a bit up candle that closes through the open, or the first FEG in the expansion that takes liquidity. All of those things are mechanical. So the next thing I would do if I was just exposed to, so let's say I was in your place and you just taught this to me, I would start going to my chart and I would look at the time of day that I trade. Okay, so let's say I trade 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, which is pretty standard. Put the vertical line at 8, put the vertical line at 11, then I start cycling through time frames. What does the H1 look like in this window of time with the rules? Do I get H1 printing this? That tells me that if I can take my H1 level and bring it to lower time frame, then I know what to look for. What about the 30-minute chart, the 15-minute chart? If I didn't know what to look for, I would just go mechanically and just go through time frames. H1, M30, M15, M5, M1. Then I would look. If these things are printing in that window of time, how do I add confluence? Kind of like this. You see how I said that I wanted to do this purely instinctive, but the new H1 candle can sweep this into that level and then we move? Stuff like that. How does your model print around previous hourly low, previous hourly high? Do you get entries post equities open or before equities open? Is it taking previous H1 high or low and then the setup prints? Whatever. Go through it like that. Mechanical. You can't form fit with the definition. If the definition says every time we take a H1 high, I go to M1 and I look for 2 down close candles. They should look like this. Then the up close candle looks like this, and you sell mechanically. Maybe you're a first presented FVG type of person. Maybe you like that, it's a good idea, very good idea. Now you can start looking at, is the first presented FVG inside an expansion, or is it inside a stop run, or is it inside a range? And then you just get 3 sections in your notebook for when the first presented FEG is in a stop run, this is what it means. When the first presented FEG is in this is what it means. And then you do all that. Because in hindsight, I mean, this is not bad. This is not bad. Big FEG, first one, take the low, retrace, CSD, potential short idea right here. But I don't have a target I want lower. So I don't want to play flip-flop. Pay attention to that. I'll just get mine and get out. And I'll look again. But yeah, anything that you're trading, any model, you don't want to just look at the technicals, what it looks like. You want to build confidence that you can trust this. So control when you look for your model. Don't just do it in back testing, or don't do it in back testing and then try to do it in forward testing, because then you lack the confidence to trust it. In back testing, you're looking between 8 o'clock, let's say 8 o'clock and noon, then, because that's a little bit broader. Or if you're doing this full time with a lot of time on your hands, 8 o'clock to 2 p.m. How many times within 8 o'clock and 2 p.m. is this setup printing on a particular time frame? That's it. What are the confluences? Can I blend it with time cycles? Can I blend it with rotations? What if every time something prints, then yeah. Because right now, if it closes above this, I'm gonna buy this with size. Because I expected that.
But why did you expect
Why are
it?
you buying that?
We will see when M1 candle closes.
But why?
Sneaky stuff.
Because he can.
Sneaky
So
stuff.
I bought it
Here's-
because of the 4
here's
hour.
how I
dark
trade,
mode.
and I show it to you, but because I don't say it, you don't see it. Okay? I trade time. Like
Yeah.
time, right? Everything I want from the charts must be printed around time. I hide executions in some of the explanations. I'll say, what time is it I'm going to use the next M5 or the next that? And I say stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. You're smart. Very smart.
I'm just a regular guy.
Okay, you're kind of smart.
Kind of smart. I'm going to buy the life out of this order block.
You think you'd ever teach time theory?
I have taught time theory.
What?
I have taught it.
Where?
No. Not to anybody who has said they know time theory. Everybody who
I
does
know
time
that.
theory does not talk about it.
Okay, so what does one have to do to learn such a thing?
You gotta wait 1 more minute.
Funny.
Or
Tough
59
crowd.
seconds.
Tough crowd.
Brutal.
That's not it. So
No,
if you've been here with me for the last year or two, then you'll understand that every time you revisit an old video, you understand it a little bit more.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's by design. I have to spread some things across. Kind of like ICT. ICT taught us how to do this trick. You have to show something and then spread the understanding out to allow experience to build. That's it.
So what you're saying is it's all inside your content. You don't actually teach it directly until people kind of start to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have to show that you go back and you watch the videos and you're like, wait, you were talking about this 2 years ago. So why didn't I see it 2 years ago when you're talking about it? Because just like everybody else, you're looking for, a pattern. You remember when I used to stress that the Zoom model is not a pattern, it's an understanding?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, yeah, it sounds cool when you say it. But then going back, you start realizing that, wait, this is what he meant. This is what he meant. Come, Naz, hurry up. We don't have all day. I need to buy the life out of this order block. Give me some down candle highs. I take it right back into this FEG first. And then this FEG tells me if I take it all the way.
And even more willing because we shifted lower time frame narrative right before the drop.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We just need them to make the order blocks now. Probably starting to sound a little bit mystical. That's not the intention. Not the intention at all.
Too late.
Because I don't have to say it, but even this run here is timed.
Show your entry. Low of the last candle, right?
Yeah.
Or
You
just
did
just me?
Yeah.
Just
You
me?
have to, you have to
Sabi,
wait, you
I've
have to
got
wait a
good
little bit more.
money.
Wait a little bit more. This candle for sure. This candle for sure. After this candle runs, if I see expansions, I'm going much aggressive. Very, very, very aggressive. But this has to set the stage.
one of the trades you took yesterday tells a very nice story.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
No,
It
I
gets
was
easier.
paying attention. I was paying attention. And let's say I enlarged the screenshot.
It gets easier. 100%. This is the order block now I want to buy the live photo. It's perfect. It's primed below the FEG that we've already whipped through. Support. This is beautiful support logic to buy the life out of this. You remember that old ICT video when it was like, this down candle here is an order block. Once we come back below it, institutions are hammering positions. Hammer positions. Whenever I mention I'm going in with size, it's never random.
Is that the English laundry video?
Yes.
So, Kish, like if I could just butt in real quick, just to take a wild guess. I'm assuming you did 50% CSD first entry, and then the barricade entry, and then now you're looking for, I mean, pretty much anything else to get like your third and fourth entries.
Yeah. But I'm trimming here because there's a range low here.
For sure. I mean, that's enough.
Yeah.
Like right there, that's enough.
Yeah. There is a range low there. See, peaceful trading. I hope everybody gets to this point where they stop worrying about losses, because you know where you can make money and where you can just trade. And when you know you're just going into trade, you just cut the risk. And if it's a win or a loss, you don't care. But on the things that you want to squeeze the life out of, you size in. You don't have to add to winners, but just size into your A+ setups. All my A+ setups are timed. So this is what I'm saying. I have to take partials here because this range low could be unfriendly. Plus the FEG there, we haven't gotten a body above it. Way before this candle closed, I know I'm supposed to do that. That's just rules. That's just rules. So losses, you don't worry about blowing your accounts. You don't worry about losing a trade from time to time. You know, that's normal. And it helps to control your ego. But you just milk the ones that just milk them and milk them.
Yep. After last week, you kind of helped me to. I was actually finally able to take a trade and walk away
From the
from
screen.
the computer. Yeah.
Hey, that feeling never gets old. Never gets old, because on one end you're like, I'm fine, and then the other end you're like, you sure you don't want to go and check it? Well then, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, somebody.
I just gotta add size on. That's my
Voodoo with
next
the
thing.
magic. Voodoo with the magic. Voodoo went long here. Beautiful. Beautiful. I just showed you an order block, how it gets formed.
I did
inside
too,
my
just on
narrative.
my demo account.
But this order block is timed versus like typical structure. Structure here is, can we get above this FEG? It's not get above the FEG. We don't do that. We read. If it does that, that's what it means. Nice market maker model. I'm going to teach time stack. I'm going to teach an element of time theory that you can backtest mechanically.
Are you doing it now? Let me get
No,
my
no,
book.
no. I have to pick which one I'm going to give to you, because there's some smarty pants out there who will We'll go reverse engineer my model. But yeah, I'm going to try to find one timed logic that prints a lot of market maker model type structures and then show you that. This is one of them, but this is, I can't teach this in whole because if I teach this, I have to show you from all the way over here how we created a range. We ran the range high here and it pushed lower. And somebody's smiling, looking at pink boxes. 50% of the range.
Easy.
It displaced. We could talk about how long it should take to get down here.
Too much talk. Too much talk.
But yeah, we will. The next, once I teach you guys how to find what to look for, I'm going to show you time elements. It's like, it's not, will you do it? Will you do it? I'm going to show you time elements. I'm just going to teach you the way I would teach anybody I'm like teaching personally. You're going to have to get time away from me to practice on your own. Time away from me to let your curiosity think about stuff. I have to do that, or you'll never get the experience to be confident. You'll just be dependent on me. But don't worry, I got you. Old key level. There we go. Trade is pretty much done now, unless you really need 2 points, and then that's TP. So 3 minutes before the news, we should be good. If you are holding partials, don't keep your stop at break even. Well, let me not. It's not financial advice. I wouldn't recommend you to keep your stop at break even because you have all these breakaway gaps and range lows up here. Just trail it and let it stop you out if you're wrong, versus give all the money back by keeping it at break even. But
hey, Kish, I just got a quick question before you wrap up here.
Uh-huh.
Because this is like a bad habit I have. And like that trade's fantastic. I'm already out of it, paid on that. But like one of the things that I'll do is I'll go back and try and understand, like at least on M5 or H1, why we got this deep of a push lower. Like, is that something that's worth
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, okay. Don't do that. Because if you do that, it's going to interfere with the understanding I want you to have. You're going to do that and form fit some logic that you'll go back in hindsight and look at and then build confidence that this is happening when that's not true. I'm telling you right now that right here started a delivery.
Yeah.
The moment this happens, I've been pointing this for like weeks now. This started a delivery. What's up? You want juice? Okay. So this started a delivery. We don't need to be in at that delivery. We just need to know what it's doing. It printed an expansion below here. Okay. Automatically, we know once it gets above here, we're going to take a trade. There are elements inside here that had me specifically pointing to this. If you paid attention, you would have seen that on my chart. Right before this happens, let me show you something. And then I'm gonna go. If I point to a specific time and I know that there's going to be something happening at that time, how you trade after that time is going to be dependent on how the structure prints into it. So the last thing we did before that time was a big FEG taking a low. Not a big FEG anywhere, a big FEG taking a low.
Yep.
What does that mean? Nothing. A big FEG taking a low means nothing. Closing above a big FEG that took a low means something. So you have no bias. You don't know what to do. That's fine. At this point in time, you are bullish. 100% bullish right here. And that's why when this candle was printing, I said, I'm going to trade this with size. The only thing I need after here is an entry fractal. That's it.
Beautiful. Okay.
So anybody who sees this what's it called again? RR tool, and think this is an entry fractal here is crazy. Because I've given you entry fractals. You have narrative being bullish. Where's your key level? If this is the last candle that closes below, where's your key level? You know what you're supposed to look like inside here. Now, it doesn't look like much. But when you go here, and you go over here, this suddenly makes sense.
Yep.
See? There's no magic. I'm not hiding what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I'm doing and then forcing you to go look on your own. There it is. Your runners are looking real good now. When it takes this high here, these bodies here, you trim again. Because this is an old range high.
Yep.
Right, my friend?
Yep.
This is the old range high.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing more you should want from you. You shouldn't even want submission range high. Right here, you should be very, very content. If you get it, then you get it because you're going to be watching. In the next 2 minutes when we close this call, I'm not watching what this does. I'm going to grab a shower. I'm going to leave home, and I won't be back until probably 3 hours. I don't care what this does after here. I'm not even going to trade 11 o'clock. Not even going to. I can't. So you have to get to that point where, come on, this is too easy. You know what you want. Is it there? Yes. Are you 100% confident? Yes. Size up. I'm not 100% size up. Then don't. I go back to this again. I saw this long. I saw the bullish narrative. This was below me. I told you I'm not going heavy on this. Whether I win this trade or not is irrelevant. I'm not sizing up on this because that's not A+. It got here. We sized up on it. I told you I'm going to build my position here. This is falling. We did nothing. I didn't try to sell. We did nothing here. All we did was frame if this, then that around these areas. This happens. I told you I'm going to size up. You don't have to look in hindsight and think, why there? Why not there? Just look at the logic. If there's an algorithm, it has to print processes. Stop thinking it has to print structure. It's the processes that it has to print. Processes print in different ways, shapes, and forms, and that's how you find A+, A, and whatever type setup. But yeah, gonna go get my daughter juice.
Beauty Cash, thank you. Thank you, bro.
Offset or not? Offset requires a daily level, and the daily level that we were mentioning earlier is all the way back to this high. So unless this is just going to keep going, I don't expect offset to happen.
Okay, thank you.
I think he was asking if that was the move started in the offset window.
Down the
Hey,
bottom
look at
left.
voodoo. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. You have to get to that point where you know what you want. You let the less favorable stuff pass you by, and then you milk the ones that you should. So, for the last 3 weeks, we've been doing these live calls. Like most of the week, right? Not every single day, but most of the week. We have yet to have a losing day. We have taken losses maybe 3 times, but we have yet to have a losing day. Big wins, small losses, no break-even day so far. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not hiding. There's nothing mystical. You know, I don't know what else I need to say to persons to understand that this is not as difficult as people make it seem.
No, I think that there's just the difficult part that people have with trading, we have with trading, right, is the psychology. So really, you have the technical analysis and the setups, you follow your rules, and then it comes down to psychology.
True. And that's why before I started doing all of this, I did the calls, like I said it at the beginning of January. for January, I'm going to teach you psychology. The psychology that
That's
most
key.
traders need is how do you fix the lack of confidence when you're looking at live price action? That's it, right? So in the last couple of minutes, let me just say this. The psychology that you need to focus on is how do you fix your lack of confidence when you're in live price action? Analysis paralysis is the biggest one. There's too many things in your mind that you want to do. You don't know which one to trust. You have to fix that. That's the first thing you have to fix. The second thing
Backtesting, I always win.
True, like we all, everybody, that happens to. Then the second thing you have to fix is your definitions. If you're anything north of 6 months into trading, and I say this respectfully, you cannot accept the logic that says the order block is the last down candle. Because I can show you a lot of last down candles that don't do anything. An order block it has a purpose. It must do something. You focus on what it should do, then you start getting a better understanding of where it should be. If you're a pattern trader, ditch the drawing and focus on the understanding. Why does it go up and then it retraces? Why would it go up and not retrace? I gave a beautiful logic for dealing ranges. Buy side, sell side, retrace, and expand. Every time you're bullish, you want to see buy side, sell side, retrace, expand. If that order changes.
I have a little question about the retracements here. This is something that I've been making mistakes with, is being able to time the correct retracement. Would you do that kind of like where the next lower level on the candle has been for retracements?
I'm wondering what's the best way to do this.
Or
everybody
if
has
you have a video
access to
that you can
ICT's
just like
one-to-one 2016 content. Elements to a trade setup by ICT is the video to watch. I have watched the video north of 50 times, and I'm not even joking. The very first ICT video, elements to a trade setup, it tells you that, hey, listen, in these environments, this is what you look for. Once you understand that, you get an idea that, okay, if this is the beginning of the market, if right here is the beginning of time and the market just started, let's say we consolidate. Let's say the market consolidates at the beginning of time or the beginning of a time delivery, right? Then it runs. We have two environments here so far, consolidation and expansion. If it's going to retrace to the consolidation, you watch 50%. If it's going beyond 50%, then you watch the low. But expect 50% to do something first. Next thing, if it's going to retrace inside this expansion, then you start watching the order block. Easy to find, because then you can look at the expansion either happens inside the range or outside the range. If it's inside the range, there's going to be a down candle below the consolidation high. Just find that push that broke the consolidation high and you have your order block. Some will have a push above here, then it puts the order block here, and then it starts to run. Between the start of the expansion and where we are now, there are going to be one-sided deliveries, imbalances, green candles only, down candles only. Those are the inefficiencies that you pay attention to. Pay attention to retracing to those. Now, with what we've been talking about, first FEGs in the expansion, you know what you want to see at each FEG. So now you have conviction. If this is retracing, it will not close below here. That's it. If it is retracing, it will not close below here. If it closes below them, you stop. You don't even try to, maybe it's going to happen. Maybe it's no. The definition says if it is going higher, it will not close below there. Simple. You leave it alone. And you do that for each environment, and you start seeing that it's not as difficult as we make it seem. Just that. Somebody's probably short here and laughing at me.
Yeah, thank you very much for that clarification, More.
But today's what, Tuesday? I don't know. I can't make any promises for tomorrow or Thursday because I know I should be on the road one of these days. On the weekend, I implore you all, bring me all the troubles that you're having in trading. Just bring them to the call on Saturday and let's have a ball. Let's talk about everything that people are struggling with. Let's make some magic. Because I don't know what to fix or help you fix if you don't talk about it. Unfortunately. What time Saturday? I'm generally up around 8:39. So unless something prevents me from being there 8:39, the call is going to be 8:39, thereabout. My time. UTC -5. But yeah, you should want nothing more from these charts, in my opinion. You should be done. It's 10 o'clock. Your trading day is over. Literally, it should be over unless for some reason you need more. But yeah, we're going to end the call here, guys. Go enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Kish.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Mutual respect.
Thank you.
Lots of
you.
love. Lots of love.
Respect, big man.
Yo, Kish.
Yo.
Yo, give me a call if you have a second.
Sure.
All right.